Hi guys, my name is YTPepes and today I'm going to be telling you how to get platinum in Rainbow Six Siege. I've been platinum on 3 different accounts this season, so I think I'm more than qualified to tell you how. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and let's get into the video. The first thing that most golds don't do is droning. Many times whilst I'm doing my placements against golds, one of the glaring mistakes they make is not droning or not droning properly. Drones are a great utility that should not be wasted, and knowing where your enemy is can be a massive leg up when taking gunfights. Many gold players rush their drones into the site and start the round with nearly half their drones gone. This is a huge waste, and once you know where the bomb site is, you should save your drone by bringing it back to where you were spawning. Not droning properly is just as bad, and maybe worse than not droning at all. When you do not drone at all, your guard may still be up and you might get the kill, but when you half-ass drone the room, your guard is down and it'll be an easy kill for the defender. The most common place golds do not drone is below windows and right beside doorways. So to sum it up, you should always do a full drone of the room and the rooms beside the room that you're about to go into to avoid being an easy kill. This alone will give you a huge boost, and players who drone more will always have a gun advantage over players not droning at all. And if you're below gold, droning is something that will get you into gold very quickly. The second thing is your teammates. Although it's possible to solo queue to platinum, believe me, I've done it before, it is so much easier with a team, as this improves the efficiency and will give you way more comms about where the enemies are. If you're solo queuing, I suggest sticking by your team and playing whatever operators are missing for taking the bomb site. A normal lineup should have a hard breach, a soft breach, an operator to get stuff off the walls, and someone to cover flanks. If your team is missing one of these, you should fill that role and help your team. If you're playing in a 5-stack, I suggest designating these roles to each player, and the final player can be backup for one of these roles. By assigning a role to each team member, it improves the team efficiency, and each member quickly becomes experienced in these roles. A rule of thumb when playing Siege is always to be within 5 seconds of your teammate to either save them or kill the player that's just killed them. If you don't have a 5-stack, you might get lucky by finding teammates in ranked. However, this is very rare, and I suggest using apps like Moot or looking for posts on Xbox. If you are on Xbox, don't flame your teammates or get pissed off for losing. That's why you have no friends, and if you do, it's probably why you don't have a 5-stack. Basically, just don't be a dick. Number 3 is practice. Even when knowing all these steps, getting platinum won't happen overnight. Well, it might if you're really lucky. You need to practice to get better at the game. T-hunts is a great way of warming up before playing, and is a great way to improve your aim. In T-hunts, you should always choose a small map, plane for example, and go for headshots, using very little bullets. A T-hunt is also a must-do at the start of every siege day. If you don't fully warm up, you'll be very bad in the first few rounds, and it's just better to go into a ranked game fully warmed up. You will also need to keep playing in the same 5-stack to get really good at them. I think an uncoordinated 5-stack that have bad communication will lose to 5 solo queues. So you need to practice with your team. Number 4 is aim. Something that really separates gold and platinum players is their aim. Firstly, you want to find a sensitivity that feels good to you and it allows you to control recoil very well. Mine is 95, 35 and 30, and I find this makes recoil control very easy and allows me to flick on opponents. You definitely need to learn recoil patterns of most guns, as the ability to control recoil on the best guns will give you a huge leg up in gunfights. I suggest not using the ACOG scope unless you are completely confident with your ability to control that gun. This is because the ACOG makes recoil harder to control due to the magnification. The next huge thing I see in golds is their crosshair placement. Your crosshair placement should be at crouch or head height, and this is because you will get the faster headshots when aiming at this height. And in an ideal scenario, you will always be hitting headshots. Number 5 is map knowledge. As I said earlier, when playing with a 5-stack you need good communication, and even when you're solo queuing you need map knowledge to replace the communications your team will give you. It's very, very rare to find an actual Platinum player who doesn't know every ranked map and the comms to them. Now, my 5-stack is not the best for this, as some of us get our callouts confused, me included. Number 6 is patience. You know what they say, patience is a virtue, and it really is. Too often I see gold players act as if they want the round to be over as quick as possible, and this really won't work. You need to know when to push, and you need to know when to hold back and wait for the enemy to peek you. Many times I'll clutch in a 1v3 because the other team get greedy and push me and give me the easy kills. So when you're playing in defense and you're relation to the round, you just need to hold your angles and let the enemy team push in for easy kills. When you are an attacker and you have the bomb down, put a drone in the diffuser and wait for the easy kill when the enemy is mid-diffusing. Number 7. Use your time wisely. What goes hand in hand with patience is using your time right. Patience is one thing, but wasting the whole round is a very bad idea. By the last minute of the round, you really need to be executing your push into the bomb site. The rest of that time should be spent clearing roamers and destroying all around the site. You need to make sure not to panic at the end, as this will waste the whole round's work. Like in this clip, it's casual, but she uses all of her gadgets to destroy the floor, and drone, but when it came to the last second she just drops the hatch. This is poor time management, and I've seen people doing this exact same thing in ranked. Platinum needs to keep a clear head in dying moments, and needs to be able to push the site and not do anything stupid when time is limited. Number 8. Watch your kill cams. Often, when watching how you died, you can learn new spots and have a better chance of winning gunfights the next time a person tries that. Many times from watching kill cams, I've learnt new angles that have helped me gain map knowledge and win gunfights against players better than me. My second last tip is to watch high level siege gameplay. Watching Pro League can help with your callouts, and watching the pros will hopefully let you see the stuff that they do better than you, or other aspects of your game that you should improve. Other content creators can also help, like watching Coconut Bra. You know what new angles everyone's going to be trying out. If you're an Xbox player, I recommend I'm Just Too Good, and if you're PS4, I recommend watching Broccoli. My last tip is knowing your guns. Most operators have a better loadout, and you need to find yours for most operators. To find what's right, you need to know what each attachment does on each gun. So I'll tell you right now. There are 4 sights in the game right now: the ACOG, the holographic, the reflex, and the red dot. The red dot sight, I would say, is the worst, and I wouldn't use it, as it shows the least of the screen when ADS'd. If you've bad recoil control, I would stick to the holographic or the reflex, but once you become more experienced with the gun, you can use the ACOG. The vertical grip improves the recoil control and is better for long range gunfights. If you are playing close range gunfights, I would recommend using the angled grip, as it improves your aim down sights time, which helps in the gunfights. The suppressor really isn't useful. It reduces the damage on the gun, but it doesn't show the enemies where they're being shot from. But then again, most Platinum players have headsets and will know where they're being shot from anyways. The compensator reduces recoil when shooting, so I'd recommend this the most. The flash hider is best if you tap fire guns, but no one does that anyway, so don't bother. Muzzle brake reduces first shot recoil, so if you're not going for one taps, I would use the compensator over this. The extended barrel reduces damage drop off, so you hit harder over long range. However, it also increases recoil, so I'd definitely stay away from this one. So that's it. Follow these 10 tips and you should be Platinum in no time. If you like this video, please like and comment, and whilst you're down there, you might as well subscribe. Thanks for watching, and bye.